this is our own little piece of heaven right here. I mean, this is just perfect for us.
Those of us that are here absolutely love it and know that we are lucky to be here.
I've worked at a lot of different sized hospitals, and I knew this was about the size I wanted.
The quality of medical staff, the quality of the facility, and the quality of life, it was a very, very easy decision to make.
We were looking for something a little quieter. We were living in a big city, something that had a great family atmosphere, nice sense of community. This place has all of that.
One of the first days we were here, I had gone out to go grocery shopping and it's pouring rain. And I put my daughter in the car and out of the corner of my eye, I saw somebody come up to my car. And I turned around. This man had an umbrella and was loading my groceries into my car.
We love this area of the country, but more importantly, we knew we wanted to live near the ocean. And aside from the natural beauty, we also found it to be one of the more affordable places to live.
When we settled on our house and the lawyer said, you know, welcome to Maine, I just couldn't hear it enough times because it's such a great place to be. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Penobscot Bay Medical Center, despite our rural location, is the 8th largest hospital in Maine. The total population we serve in round numbers is about 50,000 people. That swells to some extent in the summertime.
We have lots and lots of tourists, and when they need to seek medical care, they're very skeptical. But when they actually experience our hospital, they're completely amazed that we can provide what we do in a small community hospital. We frequently get those kinds of letters back saying, you know, you've really got a gem here on the Midcoast of Maine.
We have a full-time, well-staffed, well-run emergency department that does about 23,000 visits a year. We do an awful lot of orthopedic surgery. We've got a top-notch radiology department, a hospitalist program. We've got a brand new cancer care center.
I was impressed right away with Penobscot Bay Medical Center. The beauty of the facility, the fact that it has all private rooms, that many of the rooms have views of Penobscot Bay. It had the depth in the medical staff that I wasn't seeing anywhere else.
A large, big city medical center cannot compare with a small hospital for efficiency. It's just things get done so much faster here, and you can get people in and out of the hospital quicker. You can get workups done quicker, tests done quicker.
I absolutely wanted to do general surgery, and I have been extremely busy in my first few months, and the diversity has been incredible. It's been exactly what I came for.
This is a growing medical center, and it's a growing community. We're looking for physicians who practice high-quality medicine and are well-trained, and physicians that are good people and want to treat patients, nursing staff, technical staff, and others with a great deal of respect and with great bedside manners.
Maybe it's a small town issue, the extreme importance in spending time talking to the families, talking to the patients. It's not just what you do, it's how you do it. It's how you explain it, it's who you talk to. And I think that probably plays a large part in why malpractice rates are lower in this area.
Our hospital is part of a mini health system. We have 2 nursing homes, so we have long-term beds. We also have our own home health agency and hospice. Northeast Health is sound financially. We're in the black. We've been in the black the last several years. And because we're a fairly rural area, 2 hours away from a major city, the HMOs generally don't bother with us too much.
Anyone who's from Maine will tell you when they've been out of the state and they return to Maine that when they cross that bridge from New Hampshire into Maine, it's like a blood pressure lowering phenomenon. It's like coming home. There's less crime, less congestion. It's just a slower pace of life.
It's a tourist place, yes, but a nice tourist place, perhaps a bit more upscale. Many people now have relocated to this area because they want to live here year-round.
It's a great community with a sense of community. It's a safe environment. Maine was just named just this week as the second safest state in the country.
Day to day, we don't lock our doors. And I don't think anybody does.
I don't know anybody who does.
In August or September, you do have to lock your car. That's when people usually have an abundance of zucchini that they just can't get rid of, and that if you leave your car unlocked, you might just find a bag of vegetables in it when you come back.
I have no problem balancing my work with my family time here. And I think the biggest reason is that you can live in a wonderful neighborhood and only be 5 or 10 minutes from the hospital. You're not looking at a 1 or 2 hour commute. It just increases the amount of time you can spend with your family and the amount of fun things you can do.
Now our kids are in school here, and we love the school, and the hospital has its own daycare.
I think the quality of the education is very good. In particular, the high school, I think, is excellent. The teachers are excellent, very committed to the students, very approachable.
One of the great benefits of living right here is that if you like to sail or like to ski or like to fly fish in freshwater or saltwater, you like to hike, you like to kayak, you like to golf, you can do that within 5 or 10 minutes of this hospital.
Penobscot Bay is considered one of the top 3 sailing bodies of water in the world.
Sailing here is spectacular. There's just so many places we haven't gone, so many little islands, lots of wildlife to look at. The hiking here is locally, right here in Camden, is wonderful. And there are so many places we haven't checked out yet in Maine to go hiking or cross-country skiing or snowshoeing.
Well, we are a big skiing family. You can ski locally here, and within a couple of hours you can drive to some of the most magnificent places in New England to ski.
I like to go to the gym all the time, so we had to make sure there was facilities here in the community, and the YMCA is fantastic.
For children, there's a lot to do.
They've got the new indoor skating rink and indoor tennis.
There's a lot of cultural activities, which was something that was meaningful to us, because coming into a small town, you don't always have a variety of choices, but here there are quite a few.
There are lots of amateur theater groups. There's even an opera company that performs several times a year. Lots of classical music, especially in the summertime. We have the Bay Chamber organization that brings in national acts. You cruise down any street in the towns along the coast and you'll see all the art galleries. A lot of art going on here. The Farnsworth Museum is kind of a hub for that activity.
I've never been sitting at home saying, gee, I wish we had something to go to tonight. Quite frankly, it ends up being, which of these things do we want to partake in this weekend?
It's a great combination of real high-quality colleagues to practice with, a good facility, and a wonderful natural environment and place to live and raise a family.
To be able to live in this kind of safe community and be able to practice in a community hospital with the type of services that we provide and the depth of the medical staff, it's really outstanding.
If we had to pick, an ideal place for us to live, for us to be doing what we both really wanted, we're both really there.